In reality, something can go wrong, whether Venus or any other planet is in retrograde or not. I've been holding off on formally introducing this new thing. I would say I've been playing small. If you've been here for a while, you may have remembered a show. I don't even remember the name, Boss Happy Hour. So, because it didn't work out, I've had this belief that I can't relaunch something because it didn't work the first time. And my audience, I take it very serious when someone follows me. So, my audience is not going to respect the fact that I had this show and it didn't work out. The point of this is that belief has such a huge power over you, whether that is, I know that I'm going to do this, or the complete opposite. Now, Fortuna Femenina, I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, but I knew that we're going to make something happen with it. So 2.5 years ago, I got the handle Fortuna Femenina and I wanted to build my business in Spanish. Little did I know it takes a long time to build your own business, and then trying to do it in Spanish, it was just a lot for me. Recently this year, I knew that I wanted to do another show. Again, playing small because I believe it. Couldn't do it. I know that I do want this. What exactly is Fortuna Femenina? Come on here and talk entrepreneurship, mindset, social media, but also bringing other women together. Maybe you don't do the business that I do, or not even interested in the business that I do. But how do other women do it? Women that are single, women that are single mothers, women that are in the workforce, like not just entrepreneurship. There is a playlist and there's already episodes. I didn't want to fully brand and immerse myself, but it is time. Last night, when I was writing my script about belief, and I'm like, okay, how do I do this? Like, how should I introduce myself? And that's when I decided, like, you know what? I need to immerse myself, launch this show, and no matter what, every single week, I am putting something out. So, this is my formal introduction. I'll put all of the description below. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for that pretty long intro. Let's talk a little bit about belief, because I was triggered when I saw a TikTok, and it was a TikTok of a girl, and she was saying how she has surgery happening soon. It was selective surgery. She was scrolling through her feed. The astrologist that she was following said that Venus is in retrograde, and how you shouldn't do any selective surgery. My first thought was, this is truly people's beliefs. That's just what they believe. The reason why I was triggered is because people use things like this as an excuse. Astrology, personality tests. I always hear like, oh, well, I'm a Sagittarius, so I act this way, or I'm a Capricorn, so I'm going to be this way. I am not against the beliefs of astrology and how that works and the scientific things behind it. I just don't like that being used as an excuse. Meaning, why live in fear and in the belief of something's going to go wrong no matter what? In reality, something can go wrong, whether Venus or any other planet is in retrograde or not. Focus on what you have control over. Imagine this girl's going to surgery. So now, if anything happens, you're going to blame it on this retrograde happening. Whether or not that's true, why operate like that? Like, why operate off of fear? Why operate off of like low energy? Why operate your business like that, your mindset, your relationships? Why not believe that you can do amazing things? Why not believe that you have the freedom to believe whatever you want to believe? And that's where the belief comes in, because when you are growing something like a business or a personal brand, the way that you're going to be successful is through belief. Now, I don't want you to confuse belief with wishful thinking, because that's not, wishful thinking is like, I wish I'm going to get $1 million tomorrow by one post. That is wishful thinking. We're not talking about wishful thinking here. I am talking about how belief triggers the mind to figure out ways to get to success, whatever success means to you. Okay. When you start believing, like, okay, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to do this one thing, then that's exactly what happens. And you're going to find any way to get there. I'm going to give you another example. I was in a group chat, and one of the girls was talking about how nothing is working. She's getting no customers at all. Nobody's responding to her. She's been posting on Instagram. No one's buying. My immediate thought was, oh my God, girl, she was just in this mindset that she can't do it. No one wants her things. No one is going to buy from her. Nothing is working. So, how do you think that belief, when she wakes up tomorrow, how is that going to show up for her? When she wakes up and she gets another no. When she presents someone and they ghost her, now what? And exactly what I told her was, whether you think you can or think you can't, I know this is super cliche, but whether you think you can or you think you can't, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's actually from this book that I'm reading. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. I'll link it in the description. He talks about how over the years, he's talked to so many different people in business, and a lot of the reasons why people fail is because of their excuses and their beliefs. So if they believe they can't do it, they give the excuse of like literally that it couldn't happen, or I got a lot of returns, or people don't want to buy my stuff, whatever the case may be. And it's okay to have a moment, but why not elevate yourself? I'm pretty sure this was in the John Maxwell book. He talks about your attitude toward failure is going to affect your altitude after failure. So, how do we feel after we fail? Pretty crappy. But your altitude after failure, start thinking that failure is just part of the journey. Think about athletes. My husband, he loves basketball. He used to play basketball in college. He loves sports movies. And every single sport movie that I watch, whether that's like the McGregor one or the new one from Michael Jordan, they all talk about how failure is literally part of the journey because all those 3 pointers that they do, don't quote me on any sports talk. Please. Clearly, I don't know sport rules. Every single point that they do, every shot that they take has to come with a sequence of failures, failed shots. So it's part of the journey. I think that we forget that. We think that every single time it needs to be perfect. Another reason why I decided to be legit with my show, we keep thinking that failure, that's it, I can't keep going. That disbelief in ourselves and in our inabilities, that starts to attract exactly what you're putting out there. Negative things, that's exactly what you're attracting. All those no's that you're saying to yourself, that's exactly what you're attracting. I want to give you an example. My husband started flipping couches last year. April, his worst month yet. But here's the thing, he had split focus and he believed that his couches were going down. He was like, nobody wants to buy the market, nobody wants to use couches. He really, truly believed that the couch business was just not happening up to the point where he almost quit. Coming into this month, he completely changed his mindset. He already surpassed one of his best months. It went from nobody wants to buy, the economy's bad, we're in a recession, excuse, belief, to people need to buy. Like my prices are the best prices because I give you high quality, you get really good customer service, and you get it for a really good price. I'm a good salesman. I need to help my family. I need to help other families have high-end product that are affordable. Do you understand what a difference in belief that is? I ask people, how's your business doing? How are you doing? How's your day? How do some people respond? "Hmm, it's okay. Could be better. Just surviving." Like, bro, what is going on here? You just woke up. It's 8 a.m. What's going on here? You need to start believing and you need to start believing big, grow, do big, uncomfortable things. I'm not saying burning out. I'm not saying work 24/7. I'm saying get uncomfortable. A few things that really helped me. I was in a comparison mode pretty much the entire half of last year. I have blocked so many and unfollowed so many people, muted a lot of people because perception is everything, right? So if I'm in a mindset of she's better than me, that's my own problem. It has nothing to do with this person, this group of people, this other business owner, has nothing to do with them. That is my own problem. But if I have to heal from that, like if I don't feel good around that, why would I position myself in a way that I need to compare? I need to work on my mindset. And while I work on my mindset, I cannot continue looking, viewing, listening to people that I am comparing myself to. So that's one of the biggest things that I did. Once I realized that and I removed what I had to remove, I was able to work in joy, focused, not looking at everybody. And I don't have the discipline enough to like not remove someone and like still look at their stuff if I'm in a very negative mindset. Then I reevaluated. I think I'm ready to have a relationship with her on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. Sometimes we just feel so guilty because they're our friend or because they're our close Instagram friend or because we started a business at the same time and someone's going ahead of us. Remove yourself, figure out what's going on in your mindset. And that's one of the ways that you'll be able to continue to work on your belief. The second thing, the past. I'm not talking about like childhood trauma. I'm talking about the past of maybe you failed at something. Maybe you tried a business and it didn't work and you still haven't forgave yourself. You're like always on it and you're just constantly punishing yourself for the past. You need to forgive yourself and work through these struggles, like move forward, because once you do that, you'll be able to see what exactly can I get better at instead of dwelling on the failed business, the failed relationship, the failed friendship, the failed partnership. Whenever didn't work and you didn't do right and it's okay, that's one of the ways that you're going to be able to continue instilling the belief in yourself. Another thing is your current relationship, gaslighters in your life, people that are always one upping you, maybe a colleague that just makes you feel so small. I remember, gosh, it has to be like 15 years ago. I dreaded going. It was Sunday, you're going to go with your family, you're going to go be holy. I just dreaded walking in because this girl was so mean. I would walk in there, that dread of, oh my God, I don't want to see her. She's gonna mug me. She's gonna like take the joy away from me. Took me like a whole unfocused 30 minutes of being there with my family, with my friends, and all of that. If she didn't go that day, perfect. I just felt so much better. You can't cut every single person off, but you're gonna have to start figuring out other ways to believe in yourself. Associating yourself with people that make you feel small, even on socials. I'm telling you right now, it is fine to remove people. Like, what's the worst that can happen? They stop talking to you, okay, that's fine. But let's say the person that is just really bringing you down, maybe a marriage or a family member that you live in, getting your mindset ready in the morning. Like, I'm talking about early morning before the day starts attacking you. Maybe you have some type of community. Go look for people. Go look for community. Start putting yourself out there. Last year, when I decided, I was going through my mental breakdowns, I'll honestly link those below because you might not know what I'm talking about, but I'll link those below. And I was in desperate need of new friendships. Like, I needed business people around me. I needed women that understood me. I started putting myself out there. I was very aware. I was looking at people like, hey, do you have networking events coming? And I went to every single one. I remember one week I went to like 4 in 1 week. I was exhausted. But with a lot of those have came up very healthy relationships, partnerships, speaking engagements, all of that stuff. So find a circle and some support. And you know what? If that means therapy, then that's what it means too. Going back, belief, because that belief is going to be everything for your business, for your personal confidence, and eventually for other friendships. Underrated things, healthy routines, journaling, reading, exercise. Are you doing that to be able to feed your brain, feed and nourish your body? A lot of the times we feel bad about ourselves, myself included, because I'm eating like crap. I'm drinking, I'm maybe overindulging on certain things. And guess what? That doesn't make me feel good. Most of the time, a lot of the anxiety, don't come for me. A lot of the anxiety that we have is self-induced because we're not going to sleep on time. We're not nutrition in our body is not existent. We are not moving our bodies. We wonder why we have anxiety. Being clear-headed is going to really help you. You definitely need to move your circle and feed your mind with the magic of thinking big, with feeling forward, with all these different things that are going to help you. I'm not against trash TV. So many things I've been watching. Whatever you fill your mind with, whatever influences you have, it definitely comes out in the way that you act, your thought process. Even if you think it does it affect you, it definitely does. I'm not saying that don't watch Selling Sunset. I'm not saying don't watch Love is Blind. What else have you done to develop your mindset for the long term? The compound effect, I'm just throwing like 14 books at you, but the compound effect talks about how one small action every single day is more significant than you just sitting down and reading for one day, way more impactful. Don't want you to let fear stop you. As you continue to have those little wins, build your belief in you. Again, once you start growing, just like when you're at the gym, you're lifting 5 in a week or 2, now you can lift 10. Celebrate that. That could be with a fun post, outing, or a walk, or something that's going to help you with that belief in yourself and working on your strengths. These are not new things. I know it's not a new thing for you. I know you probably heard from another mentor you have from another friend, but I'm just here to remind you and tell you that, look, you're going through this journey with me, this YouTube journey, this business journey with me. I've been on YouTube for a year now, and you've seen the growth, the pauses, and all of that. So if I can do this, and if I can build my business, and if I can get back up after failures and burnout and failed relationships and all of that, then so can you. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to link all the books. I know I said like 400 books. If you need guidance with your personal branding, creating your first digital product, and start email marketing, check out the Brand to Profit plan. And I will see you next week for the next Fortuna Feminina episode. Bye.